How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And today we're going to be talking about Lucid. It ended up having a strong day inside of the market. If you guys were able to catch my video on Sunday, I was saying we had the sympathy from Tesla crushing it with their deliveries. We're going to see some inflows coming into the EV sector. And look what happened for today. You know what? I won't waste any more time. Let's jump into the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description. But if you're a shareholder or you're thinking about taking a position, I highly suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing we're going to go over is the technical analysis. We're going to be taking a look at the overall price action. We want to know support. We want to know resistance. We want to know what it looks like in the bearish case scenario and as well as in the bullish case scenario. And then we're going to go on Fintel, taking a look at the short interest information. The reason why this is important because it does have an impact on the way the stock performs. And then we're going to be taking a look at the order flow distribution. We want to know the buying and the selling behavior on the retail side and as well as on the institutional side. And then when all of that is done, we'll be going into the final thoughts and as well as some more details. So let's get to it. So we're going to do a technical analysis for Lucid. Let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $40.93, being up 7.57%. On the low, it tested $37.96, and then on the high, testing $41.76. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, you can see we traded at 45.534 million shares, and the average volume over 10 trading days is at 34.314 million shares. So we had above average volume on the day, and it's part of the reasons why we saw a lot of strength in Lucid stock. Now, when we take a look at our chart, which is the daily chart, you can see from the RSI down below, it is right around 52.12. And then when we take a look at our moving averages here on the chart, we have strength above the 200-day, the 100-day. We are below the 50-day, but we now have price action closing above the 21-day EMA at $40.20, and we close at $40.93. So you guys know what I'm about to say. Going into tomorrow, I want to see us make that test to that 42.50. We know this is a very important level for Lucid. If we can get above 42.50, then we could easily see the stock make a run going to around 43.84, which will be the next area of resistance. So please keep an eye on this. I also did talk about in yesterday's video how it was looking bullish. It was making higher lows for the past 3 trading days. And then of course for today, we had a continuation of strength, holding up that area of support right around that $38 level, to be exact, $37.96. And I said it was key for Lucid to hold up at least $37. So we were able to get that on the day, and we started making that move going to $41.76 until we hit some resistance right around the 50-day, which is around $41.87. The high of the day being at $41.76. So very close there. So if we can break through that and then make that move above 42.50, Lucid starts looking really good. If we end up having a pullback or we have some consolidation, there could be some profit taking and so forth, then I'm going to be looking for us to actually hold support in the $38 range. I feel that is very doable, and then that can get us ready to still make that move up going above 40. So we're going to take a look at the short interest information for Lucid. So for the dark pool short volume ratio, it is at 57.18%, and then for the dark pool short volume, it is just over 5.48 million shares. Scrolling down further on the page, the short shares availability updated 21 minutes ago is at 350,000, and then for the short borrow fee rate, it is at 6.89%. When we take a look at the history of the short volume ratio, we can see for the close of the 30th, it was at 51.54, and then for the close of the 31st, it was 57.18. So it still remains to be high, and I can't wait to see what the numbers will be later on in the evening. Maybe you could let us know inside of the comment sections if you do end up coming across it. But one thing we do know, there's a lot of volatility in this stock, and when we do have buying pressure, we can see strong moves to the upside. So now let's go into the order flow distribution. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for Lucid. So we can see here on the inflow, it's at 333, and then on the outflow, it's at 362. When we take a look at the breakdown on the large, it was 8 100.92. On the medium, it was 169. And then on the small, it was 156. And then when we take a look at the turnover ratio, it was at 2.77%. So staying in a consistent range for a stock like Lucid. And it was great to see we saw a lot of momentum inside of the stock today. As far as for the rest of this week, of course, we can't have those potential pullbacks. This is why inside of the technicals, we have to pay attention to certain levels because Lucid has been trading in a very tight range. It has been predictable. We had a good idea there was going to be some momentum today, and I know many people got into a position, and there also was some profit taking, especially when it broke through 40 bucks. But let's go into the final thoughts, and we'll go over some more details as well. So for my final thoughts on Lucid, it was great to see how well the stock performed today. Like I was saying, we spoke about it on Sunday, and I was saying watch this video because there's a good chance we could see a lot of momentum in Lucid. Now, as far as for the price levels that I want you to pay attention to, we need to get above 42.50 to see that strength move up. You guys heard me talk about 42.50 many times on this channel. But one thing that I want to see from Lucid as this week progresses, and we want to make sure we see this strength, it needs to stay above at least $38 and $39. Breaking through these levels, then we want to see how well it can hold up at 37, but we know it gets really weak if it falls below 36.50 and going into the 35s. So add that to your homework and along with your due diligence. Also, when we went on Fintel taking a look at the short interest information, it does continue to have short squeeze potential. So knowing that there's a lot of negative market sentiment around the stock, when we have a catalyst or we have momentum coming through the sector, this is why you want to keep this play on your radar. We saw Tesla had a monstrous day inside of the market. So this is one thing you want to pay attention to. If it starts pulling back, people start taking profits, you already know Lucid is going to be impacted by this. I know I sound like a broken record, but I just want to make sure you guys are not being naive and you're adding this into your trading strategy and so on. And another point that I want to bring up, we did very well considering we had increased volume. Remember, we had lower trading volumes because it was around the holidays. So seeing that volume pick up and then Lucid getting to just under 42 bucks, I'd be very interested if we can get into the $42 range and then making that move above 42.50. That would be the most bullish case scenario here. It could get rejected and you guys already know what you need to do from there, whether you want to go with option or you want to go with stocks only. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and we'll be talking real soon.